talk show, and I'm pleased to have being the president of this man of God here. I call them important dignitaries. Everybody's a dignitary on my show. Tell them your name now, Ray.
Reverend Gary Thomas.
Gary Thomas. How long you been in the ministry?
For 18 years.
18 years.
18 years.
Okay, and I wanted to show you all. He got his I call it his sidekick here. Let me show you his wife, you ladies and gentlemen. This first lady. We got the first lady here. She always looking nice, and they be matching. Do you understand this? And they're gonna tell you a lot of stuff that they do. But I've got one little other young man that we gonna swing over to, and he sings. You sing with him, right?
Right.
Okay, y'all finna find out that they sing. Now, what's the name of the group there, Red?
My group is Reverend Thomas and the Gospel Generation.
Okay, Reverend Thomas. Now I seen you all, and I said, now, how all three of them dressing alike there? Y'all dress alike, and like tonight you got on a black and gold. And wait a minute, we gonna show you the shoe. Y'all know Jazz always gonna do the shoe. And she got on black and gold, and she got on her gold shoe with the bows on the back. And this young man got his black and gold on, and look at him matching with the gold tip round. That's how I like all my people to dress. I mean, if you see Reverend Thomas, this is Reverend Thomas, right? Your name Reverend Thomas, last name.
Yeah, Thomas.
Okay. If you see him at any time, at any festivity, they all dress alike and they show up. That's just it. That's just the way he dressed. I don't care what he got on. His wife is matching right with it. Now, how long have you all been singing?
We've been singing a little bit under a year now.
Under a year.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What inspired you to sing?
Well, I've been writing books, and this has been a passion of mine for some years now. And I started it out up in Detroit.
Okay.
So when I came back here to Mobile, I decided to try to get the gospel group together and just sing praise for the Lord.
Okay. So, and you got it with your wife and this young man. They do like a doo-wop. What inspired you to do a doo-wop? And speak up a little bit, because Jazz don't like tin roofs, but that's over my fireplace, and it's just tinkling down. So speak up a little bit. What inspired y'all to do the doo-wop type song?
Well, it's an old school gospel thing. I like traditional sound of music. A lot of people have gotten away from the traditional sound and have been going back to contemporary. And being brought up in my time frame, I go back to grandmom and granddad and mom and dad, what they was listening to.
Okay.
And this is what I'm trying to go back to as far as singing the songs that we sing.
And they are great. They are great. And y'all have seen them on the show before. I know they had on blue once when they was on. Now the next time they come, they're gonna sing. Now we going over to First Lady. Now, First Lady, you how long y'all been married?
3 years.
How long?
3 years.
3 years. Okay. All right, y'all like newlyweds. 3 years. Okay. And how did you come about singing with your husband? I mean.
Well, it always been something I wanted to do because my mother sung, my father sung, and then when we met, and that was one of his goals, to get a group together, so that really set in.
Sang right with your husband.
Right by his side.
Dressed like him, sang like him, and right by his side.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the rib, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know about that rib. Yeah, he took that rib and made the wife, and that's showing you. Now we're gonna go over to the other young man here. What made, by you being a young man, how old are you, young man?
I'm 24.
24. Now what inspired you to, what made you want to sing the doo-wop style?
I mean, I've been around music for a while. You know, my daddy just passed last month, and you know, he inspired me to go on and do music. You know, I was sung R&B before I got in the gospel. I write my music. And,
Okay.
you know, so it's just that flavor that he wanted to bring to the table. That's what we is, the gospel generation.
Gospel generation, so that's what you do. 24-year-old and singing the doo-wop.
Right.
Yeah, you'll never go wrong. You'll never go wrong. We're going back to the rib now. Now, rib, there was something You always have a, you know, even the way you talk, like a giving spirit. You got a giving spirit. Tell them where your church is.
I'm a member of the True Light Missionary Baptist Church.
True Light Missionary
Main
Baptist.
Street.
It's on Main Street.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that Pritchard, Alabama?
It's Pritchard, Alabama.
You gonna invite them out?
Would love to invite them out. I'm sure that they will have a wonderful time. They come, they will get the Word of God. Dynamic leadership brought up under Pastor Micah Howard, and he's a dynamic man of God as well.
Okay, I heard about Micah Howard. I think Thayer told me. Didn't you mention Micah Howard? I think we were talking about Micah Howard once. His name is floating out there with helping and with the youth. I think he do a little something with the youth. Okay, that's a great thing. Another thing I wanted to let y'all know how this show go. Okay, the young man that worked with you, because I'll tell my viewers where you work, Rick.
I work for Strickland Youth Center.
Okay, you called me and told me it was a young man that was running for office, and you wanted me to talk with him. So this is how I met. Y'all see how the show go? If you don't act snobbish or funny, you'll meet interesting people that can make you meet other interesting people. Because you all are the one that told me about this young man, and I want to thank you. I mean, calling me and telling me about it. And I've had him on, and he's coming on a little later on in the show. And that's a great thing, Rev. You know, you work with him and you help him. I wanted you to, it was something I was going to ask you about the children. You know, these children are fighting now. And children always fought. But I don't understand how it's like a wave. You know, like you be at the football game and somebody stand up with a wave and everybody else go to waving. It looked like all of them trying to fight at one time. And that's going to mess their record up. I don't think they understand, Rev. So I know you are trying to give them the rules and the law. Do what you do when you young bother you when you older? I feel it do. Your record?
It will if you are not structured. A lot of times you have to find out where the root of it comes from. A lot of kids, the parents separated, single parents in the home. Then you're dealing with, they trying to look for love inside of the home where there's no father at. And if they can't find that in the home, they're going out in the streets finding it from those that have been brought up basically the same way they have. Selling drugs, ripping and running the streets, stealing. These are the ones that's taking them in.
Okay.
And if they taking them in like that, they only can show them what they've been taught. And they showing them some kind of consideration, making them think that they cared for them, when they really getting themselves in deeper trouble.
Okay. I appreciate you working over there, and I appreciate having people like you and the young man. If the parents know that at the youth center we've got people like you, then it's gonna sink. It'll get through. It'll get through. And I know some of them go and come back. I've had grandchildren over there, not being proud about it. I mean, but my son went there. I mean, it's like a stepping stone, but we're trying to stop them. I see that y'all try to stop them, you know, in their young life. I appreciate that, because we got to work on our babies, man. And you kids, this fighting got to go away. You know, if I don't like somebody, I just leave them alone. Fighting, and did you know this, young folk? Fighting promote arthritis. Yeah, you can be born with arthritis, but jilting your joints. Jazzy read a lot of medical books. Jilting your joints make you have arthritis later on in your life. So you can be walking around like you throwing gang signs. They might not be throwing gang signs when you get about 40 or 50. So I just want y'all to cut it out, man. I mean, seriously. I want them to stop. I'm calling for the children to stop fighting. I'm asking you. You know, I go out of my way to try to put this show on and to put good people on and quality talent. I'm asking you all to stop at these schools, please. To stop fighting. I mean, just, if you don't like somebody, just leave them alone. Fighting and who win and who don't win, you still got that problem. So you want to fight. What that mean? That don't mean that. So I want them to stop. God ain't in nothing like that, man. We got to get away from that. You need to get along, because those kids you don't like, those be the ones that grew up to be something. The ones you snort and toot your nose up, because I was one of them. We didn't have, man, my dad worked, but we be the ones come on up now. So y'all be careful just saying you don't like them because they ain't got nothing now, or whatever the situation is, fighting over boys or whatever. It ain't even worth it. Okay. Rev, you and First Lady, I have really enjoyed having you all here at my home. And First Lady like antiques, so we'll be getting down on the antiques. We'll be getting down on the antiques. She like that old school stuff, and that's a great thing. And you all make a great couple. Y'all get along, you know. Y'all just you spirit. You just when y'all in the room, it's just that's husband and wife right there, and that's a good thing. Y'all need to write a book on how to be husband and wife. Throw it to my first husband. And with the young man, I'm going to say I enjoyed interviewing you too. Being a young man and just trying to have something and do something. That's a great thing. You just humble. You just real humble. And you're not married yet, right?
No.
Oh, well, it's coming one day. It's coming one day. Hang in with the Rev. He going to help you out. You know, I know you're grooming him into being a real man, Rev, and that's what I'm trying to push. That's what I'm trying to push. I appreciate you. Is there a phone number in case they want to come to your church or call you or may need some counseling? Could you give them a phone number?
Yeah, so I could be reached at area code 251-490-4645.
Okay, and don't be afraid to call that number, because I called it and First Lady picked up and, well, he's at work, but he'll call you when he get out. She's gonna do the right thing and make sure you get the messages, and I know that. And I just appreciate you all. Y'all spirit is so sweet. I mean, it's, you know, I'm not all there. I'm still a little sick, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And being around people like you energize me. And I appreciate you for this interview. I appreciate you telling me about the young man. And I appreciate you having this young man with you and keeping up with him so he'll stay out of trouble and be successful in life. You know, I appreciate you being a role model, Red. You are a role model and a giving person. Your wife, right there, y'all right there together. That's two saved people in one, like the search mints. Okay, you want to tell my viewers anything on your last reel?
Just want to tell you to be encouraged and put God first in everything that you do. Bible tells us, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything will be added unto you. So if you do that, you'll find your way and realize that God is still in control.
Okay, and First Lady, we're going to hold y'all to singing next time now, okay?
That'll be great.
All right. Y'all tell them God bless you. I'm going to swing on to the young man. All right, God bless you. All right, Jazzy and his blessed couple. Peace out. Jazzy Talk Show, and we've got another visitor that come by. We got Mr. Thayers here. All right, Mr. Thayers. Mr. Thayers going to give us word for the day. What do you have for my viewers this week, Mr. Thayers?
The word for the day is basically about, you know, helping each other out, having each other's back. And I noticed when I walked through the door, when you were speaking to Reverend Thompson, and you were speaking about, you know, what has gotten into, you know, our people and our men. And one thing about it is that we don't have any unity within our race and within our community and within our people. And with that being said, I'm just going to give a brief story. I played basketball for Bishop State up under J.D. Shelwood, and one thing that he used to do as a team, he always made us attend. It was mandatory for us to go as a team to Martin Luther King event that was hosted by Dr. Yvonne Kennedy. And my sophomore year at Bishop State, Dr. Martin Luther King, I got an opportunity to hear his daughter speak. And one story that she shared with us was about a feast. And she spoke of, it was 2 rooms to this feast. And on one side, it was Caucasian, white people, and on the other side, it was black people. But they had the same thing, you know. The other race had a type of food that they love to eat, you know what I'm saying, and at their feast. And the black people had the kind of food that we love to eat, fried chicken, collard green, cornbread. And it was some big, long, wide tables. And they had some long spoons. And one thing about it was, the other race, they was getting along perfect. They was laughing, they was talking, they was having a good time. And over here in the other room, the black people, we was arguing and cussing and just carrying on something awful because we had these long spoons, and the problem was we couldn't use these spoons. You know, we couldn't eat with these spoons, so we were just so frustrated about, you know, why they gave us these long spoons. We can't eat with these spoons. You know, and it was just a big chaos.
Okay.
But the only difference was over here with the other race, they was reaching across the table, feeding each other.
Okay.
You know, they had these long spoons. They was dipping across, putting the spoon in the other person's plate, and they was feeding each other. But we couldn't figure that out. So the moral of the story is that even today, no matter any opportunity that we have, you know, we got to look out for one another. We got to bring unity and restore unity within our people. And this just ain't a racist thing. When I speak about the example of whites, and I speak about the example of blacks.
Okay.
But it's a Christian thing, man. We all God's people. And if you're not of God, then who are you for? So with that being said, God's people, we got to look out for one another, whether you white, black, Mexican,
That's
Chinese,
right.
it don't matter. But when you call yourself a Christian, we have a responsibility, and we have to walk that walk, you know, and love will express you to help out your brother, man, when he's down. You know, some people kick a person when they down. Some people go ahead on and put their foot on them when they down, and they'll use their back to get to where they want to be. So unity is the key within God's people, man. We have to start helping out, looking out for one another. Whether that you can give information, give a person a job, give a person an opportunity, something to eat, anything that'll help a person accelerate and get closer to the kingdom, man, because it only take one, man. If you help that one person, man, he can go out and help millions of people, man. So unity, man, we got to restore the unity back into our race, Jazz. Back into God's people, the race of God's people.
You're right. I like that. All right, then, Jazz Reed and Tharis, word for today.
Peace.
We love you. Peace out. Jazz Reed Talk Show. We've got Brother Knapp that dropped by. Brother Knapp, what you got for my viewers today?
Well, Jazzy, what I got for the viewer today is the fact that, you know, it's somewhat familiar to everyone, but at the same time, it's kind of saddening me because, you know, when we are walking after God, you know, the Bible declares that God is love. And what's grieved me today that, you know, we really not walking in the love that he designed for us to really walk in. And what I mean by that, you know, love is not fleshly at all. Because like the Bible says, God is a spirit. So if God is a spirit, that means that the love that we need to abide in is spirit. So why come he put so much emphasis on the first two commandments? And I'm going to do a short version of it. The first one is to love God with everything in you. And the second is like unto it, that you love your neighbor as yourself. And then we'll begin to operate in love. I just want to share with your audience, it's such a freedom in walking in love. I mean, it is such a freedom to walk in love. Anything that is not of love, it is the devil. See, the devil wants you to be around here to be angry. He wants you to be upset. He always wants to strive to keep you in confusion.
Yep.
It's always some type of uproar. But all of that comes from Satan. But at the same time, love does not stress you out. When you learn to abide in God's love, you know, everything, the world is beautiful. In other words, your love causes you to have a brighter day, as Felicia Albritton would say.
Okay.
But, you know, at the same time, you know, we have to learn how to walk in this love because it's such a freedom. I was in a situation with some brother that threw some stones at me. When I shared my story with someone else, it seemed as though that I should have some type of bitterness in me. But when this particular brother seen me dwelling with the other brother, he told me that, hey, it don't seem like nothing really went on. And like I shared with him, that's because the Spirit of God that abide in me. The Bible tells us that if we abide in him and he in us, then we are perfected.
So in other words, when we walk in this love, we are perfected in God's love. Because he loved each and every one of us.
Okay.
That's like the Bible says, you know, he so loved the world that he gave his son. He didn't have no requirement for us. Because, you know, in this flesh, you know, the flesh would not inherit the kingdom of God. So you have to understand, you have to learn how to put out the flesh and walk in the Spirit of God, which is love. And as I stated before, it's so much freedom in love. This has been an inspirational moment brought to you by Brother Knapp. You can reach me at 251-281-6667, and you be blessed.
And Brother Knapp, I appreciate you. You just got off work, and it's raining, but the show got to go on. We just trying. I appreciate you. And I done kicked the camera. They let you know I ain't. They know I ain't all that if I'm kicking the camera. All right. Jazzy Red, we love you. Peace out. Red Talk Show, and we're here at Rehoboth Missionary Baptist Church. Rehoboth Missionary Baptist Church. I've got some important people I want you to meet. They've been on my show before, but God bless them. These people are doing so much in the community. So we're finna interview them. Jazzy Red, peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show, and I'm here with an important dignitary. I say everybody's a dignitary on my show. We've got a reverend, because he's humble. That's why he's laughing, ladies and gentlemen. Reverend Gregory West. How you been doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
You've been doing a lot.
Well, it's because of the Lord, Jazzy Red. We can't do this of our own. The Lord have given us provisions after provisions. When it looked like it wasn't nothing going to happen, the prophet stopped by and just poured into the barrel, and God just keep on blessing us.
Tell my viewers what y'all doing today.
Well, today we're feeding a hot meal and also giving some clothes away, and not only that, but we got a few groceries we're going to give out today also. We're doing 3 in 1 today. 3 in 1.
Clothes. I seen clothes, shoes, food. People are back there cutting up watermelon, cooking barbecue, and I'm looking at like he's still feeding people. You still feeding them. Now you've been on my show like what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Yes.
You do this Christmas thing. You give out Christmas toys.
Right.
And
we even do Thanksgiving meals.
Do Thanksgiving meals?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
We give Thanksgiving meals every Thanksgiving because the Lord has put it in our hearts to have compassion.
What makes you?
People.
Yeah. What inspired y'all? What inspired you to just say, "I'm a feed"? Now I'm waiting on you to say about your people in your family. I told people if you have a good heart, that stemmed down from your mom, your grandmom, and auntie. Tell them what's her name? What's that lady's name?
Well, I come from a family of givers.
Okay.
I mean the givers who didn't have much, but they gave you what they had. They shared.
They shared.
My great grandmother, which was named Ida Cole, she always would give. She would iron for people, and she would take her earnings and buy fruit and buy juices, and she would pack them up, and I would take it to the homes of those who was in need. So I come from a family of givers because that's how I was taught.
Tell them where Miss Ida lived.
Well, Miss Ida Cole lived in Bayou Battery.
In Bayou Battery,
Alabama.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can remember her picture. She was on my show. Paulette Harden that's your great grandmother?
That was my great grandmother.
Okay, Paulette Harden has a picture of her in the church book that's coming out, and that's how they found out about Miss Ida Cole. We showed a picture, and then I met you, and we were just talking, and we mentioned her, and that's your kin people. So y'all see how this show goes, ladies and gentlemen. It's just we're trying to keep these legacies up. Names and people won't go away as long as we keep it up or write a book about it or do something. Now you got a little sidekick here to help you. Your wife be helping, don't you?
Oh man, I couldn't do it without my wife, Jazzy Red. Lord, when the Lord said He give you a helpmeet, He knew exactly what He was doing. Now,
before we go, I want you to give them the location of your church. Give them the location of your church.
It's at Rehoboth Missionary Baptist Church. We're at 1320 Center Street.
Is there a phone number?
435-0035. Area code 251-434-0035.
Okay, that's running across the screen. What we're gonna do is get his we're gonna get his wife, ladies and gentlemen. And I gotta go in here and just kind of pry her away from what she's doing, but we're gonna have an interview with both of them. And when we come back, Jazzy Red, peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show, and I had to pry this lady out of the kitchen here. She's always working. And yeah, I've seen her Christmas. She's always working, giving out toys, and it's kind of hard to get her in front of the camera. But this is Reverend West's wife. What's your name, ma'am?
Elizabeth West.
Okay, I'm glad I got that out of you there. She just studied a homebody and love to cook. And what Miss West, now just please tell my viewers, what inspired you to do this? What made you want to help people? What made you want to feed people, clothe people?
It just came from my heart. You know, people be out, you know, always asking for, you know, something to eat or clothes, or do we have anything at the church to give? So we just decided, you know, to start a ministry about it.
Start a ministry. And what's the name of it again, real?
SOUP, which stands for Serving Our Unique People.
And they can come here and get a... tell them when the meals are served. We hadn't done that.
It is Wednesdays from 11:30 to 1:30. We are here. The kitchen is open, and whatever we have to give, we give it. And God has blessed it tremendous because of my wife, hard effort, and excuse me, and the things that she do. And she don't look down on nobody. She always lifting people up, trying to help them, and that's what I love about her, because she cares. She has a heart to love people like God, like Jesus say, love them. It's not what, you know, this band they used to have out, what would Jesus do? Mm-hmm. Well, we don't ask the question about what would Jesus do. We do what Jesus did.
That's a great thing. I'm just astounded because I'm running into some couples now that the husbands, they are joining together. The husband and wife are joining together. But one time I had a couple at my house, and most husbands don't like you to give. I done went through two of them, trust me. They mostly want most of your time when you're married and everything. So, and I was looking at, and I got a bomber room set up where I put all my clothes and stuff that people give me to give to people. And she said, told her husband, said, come look at Jazz's room. So he went in there and looked at the room. She said, don't never tell me about, don't collect stuff to help folks. He said, we finna go, Jazz, real, we finna leave. But he needed to see that it was other people that's doing that. And that's a good thing to encourage your wife and your husband. Because you get her blessing, she get your blessing. It's just double portion when both of you all are helping. I just appreciate you all so much for helping. Do you think we could get some of the ladies to just say why they come up and volunteer to help?
Well, that's a possibility. I don't know if they camera shy or not, because you know, most folks
just do what they do.
They do it behind the scenes. They don't want to be out front.
They really
They just want to give, you know, it seems like when one fall by the wayside, God sent us one that's more energetic than the one that we lost.
I know, but Jazz is finna go and see if she can get one that'll come and just say why she want to help you all. And nobody's getting paid for this.
No, it's all volunteer.
It's all volunteer. But before we do a peace out, we're going to come back and Reverend West will tell you, because I know Reverend Lady right now, like, I got to go back in here to the kitchen. I already know what she got to do. So we're going to, Reverend First Lady, I appreciate you letting your husband help, and you helping. You are help. You his rib, and you right with him. And it looked like it was some barbecue ribs, something back there. But anyway, I appreciate what you're doing. I'm just astounded. I'm meeting couples that are helping. It's another couple that came on the first part of the show. They together. That's what matters. That's a double portion. So we're going to see if we can get one of your ladies to come up and just say something, and then we're going to come back and talk with Reverend West. Y'all tell them God bless.
God bless you. We love you.
Family. We'll be back in a minute. Fred Talk Show, and we got one of the diligent, hard workers, and she's here. So we got someone that's going to tell you. What's your name, ma'am?
Leticia Gaddis.
Leticia, what inspired you to come up and help? I mean, you in there getting cookies together, getting watermelon together, and what inspired you to just come up here and help Reverend West and his wife? What inspired you to do that?
I know my cousin, the pastor, started it and kind of been waiting on my chest. So I just finally said I just need to get on down there.
You need to come on down.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you get paid? You volunteer.
Yes, ma'am.
This
It's
is
a
about,
joy.
and we're in there working like you at Morrison somewhere, man. I mean, she just in there diligently getting everything together. It do make you feel good when you
Yes,
help
it
folks,
do.
don't it? It makes you feel great.
It really does.
You're a woman of God.
Thank
If he laid that on your heart, sister, you know him.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
most folks ain't going to get up out their bed and come and just talking about feeding somebody. They're going to get up, eat their breakfast, go back and look at the stirs or whatever. I appreciate what you're doing. And my viewers just love people like you that come out and help. They like that. So you just keep doing what you're doing. And God got all kind of blessings for you. I know you're already blessed, but he's going to truly bless you. When we come back, we're going to talk again with Reverend West, and I'm going to tell you some experiences I've had with him. Jazzy Red. God bless you, sister. Tell my viewers, God bless you.
God bless you.
All right, Jazzy Red, and this young sister that's helping, that got a giving spirit, that been in her family for years. Jazzy Red, peace out. Is his wife. He'll hear the smile, ladies and gentlemen, but I said hear the smile again. He went on smiling. I'm going to tell you something I know about Reverend West. I called Reverend West and I said, okay, I get hold to a lot of stuff. I said, Reverend West, we got a stove and a refrigerator. A lady giving me some ceiling fans, and Reverend West come over there with his little tie and vest and stuff. And I'm saying, man, this dude, you know, I said, I got to have my shipyard clothes on. I said, we got to move some stuff, but I was looking like Reverend West ain't finna get in there and get dirty. Reverend West had that yellow sweater on, and we were trying to get to, we moved, he pulled the stove out, and I said, okay. And he grabbed that wrench and went to bending over and getting stuff, and I said, wait a minute, the Rev kind of handed with the tools here. I said, okay, he'll Tim the tool man, Rev. I couldn't believe that he got down there tying that shirt and did that. And one time, I didn't have the money for the show. It was about 2 years ago. And I said, Reverend West, I ain't got it all. And he said, well, let me see. I'm going to do a little job. So he told me where to come pick the money up. So when I ride over there, Reverend West coming from up under a car, he done did some mechanic work. And he just give me $100 bill. He said, Ray, get that in. Here, going on where you got to go and do what you got to do. And I was looking like, who was that masked ranger? You know, I really thought you was one of them rhythms that be all stiffed up with the tie, and I didn't know you unloosen your tie and get down like that. So you do mechanic. I seen you do mechanic work.
Well, you know, God called me to preach. He didn't take my personality from me, nor did he take my other gifts from me. He just enhanced what I had so I could be universal and diverse to help people in all needs. And you know, we got to be able to touch people, and people got to be able to touch us. And I just thank God that I was reared in a family where I wasn't taught to hate.
Thank you, Jesus.
I wasn't taught to judge you by the color of your skin.
Thank you.
When we sit at the table to eat, we talked about the Lord and how we could, you know, my parents taught us how we could enhance our lives to be somebody, and how to help people. And that's what I thank God for, because a lot of people have helped me to get where I am, but I never forgot who they were. I always look back to help those individuals and those who don't know how to get out of what they're in. And you know, my motto is, I'm going to help you to build a better you.
I've seen from the last time you had someone that you was helping and trying to straighten their life, and I see they still here. You're doing a great job. I just want to commend you. I'm just so, I don't care when I call him, he'll say, well, we gonna feed, or I gotta feed, and I say, God, he's still feeding people, you know. I don't know where it's gonna go. I'm hoping it fall on somebody's ear that may want to come and pitch in. So I'm going to want you to give that address out again.
Well, the address to come and give service is 1320 Center Street, Mobile, Alabama 36604. Now, Jazz, can I just inject this? Yeah, you can. If you want to make a donation to our ministry, you will write your check to SOUP, SOUP, And you can mail that to P.O. Box 16122, Mobile, Alabama 36616. And we are 501c3, but you got to talk to your tax advisor to find out if it will be tax deductible. But we are legitimate. We do what we do, and we're real about helping somebody who's in need.
How long you been feeding Real?
This January be 4 years.
Be 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
And you know, when the Lord gave me the vision, we was helping people already.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't call it a name. We were just feeding folk. We were just clothing people. And a lady in our church, one Sunday morning, before I got ready to announce the ministry.
Okay.
You know, it's like Wall Street. You know, they have private stockholders, and then all of a sudden they go public. So before we went public, the lady in the church said, "Pastor, people are watching what we are doing." I was blown. I didn't know what she meant.
Yeah.
She said, "I have proof here to show you that people are watching what we are doing. And I have a card," she said. Would you read it or get somebody to read it?" Well, behold, I opened the card up and a check for $200 fell out of the card. And I hadn't even went public with the ministry.
With the ministry.
So I know it was a God sent.
Mm-hmm.
It was what I supposed to be doing, along with what Jesus said do, come and seek and save that which is lost. And we minister to the whole person now. We feed them, we pray for them.
You don't turn them around. I see that. You don't turn them around.
Oh no. We was giving groceries, uncooked groceries one day, and a young man came in the line and said, "Look, I don't want your groceries. I don't want to be tempted to sell them. I'm homeless. I have nowhere to cook.
Okay.
Well, just give me a sandwich."
Just give me something to eat.
We gave him a sandwich. See, everybody is not going to abuse the system nor abuse you.
Thank you.
And we're not to judge.
That's right.
Who is in need and who's not.
That's right.
And I just thank God for that. And it's all for the glory of God. It's not for me nor my wife to be built up, to be popular. If I'm popular with God, then that's all matters.
That's all
that all matters to me. It's like Dr. Bill Cosby said, I don't know the key to success, but he said, I do know the keys to failure, and that's trying to please all people. And I'm not here to please all people. I'm here to please God. You're
here to please God. I wanna thank you for that in-depth interview where they could feel your spirit and know that you're a working man. What kind of work you did before you went into ministry?
Well, before I went into ministry, I was in the finance industry for 26 years, a consumer finance business.
Okay.
For 26 years.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew I had a call on my life, and I knew when the time was up, God just delivered me out of that business. I didn't say He brought me off of my job, but He brought me out of that business.
He brought you out of it.
He knew my time was up in that business.
Okay. This will conclude the interview. I appreciate the spirit, hoping it's coming through that TV tube at other people. And y'all come out to Rehoboth Baptist Church. Give them phone number again, Real.
251-434-0035. If no one answers, leave a message on the answer machine. If you need transportation to any of our services, Wednesday Bible study at 7, Sunday school 9:30, and Sunday worship at 10:45. Just leave your name. We'll come pick you up.
Come do it. They mean it. They mean it. They will come in and get you on this blessed man. Tell them God bless them.
God bless you. We love you. Continue to be blessed in the Lord.
Jazzy, we love you. Peace out. Jazzy Talk Show. This is a chance that I told you we were going to keep hot on my show because we definitely don't want anybody to forget Chance. What's your full name?
Chance Mwafulirwa.
Okay, Chance. Okay, Jazz can't say that word. I can't say that word. Yeah. Now, if there are any new viewers, tell them what you're running for.
I'm running for Senate office in Malawi, Africa. And very soon I'll be on the campaign trail to go there and campaign for the office.
And I know I know this is exciting. I know your mom is excited and your
Yes.
family is excited, and we're excited just meeting you. I want you to thank the couple. I interviewed the couple earlier in the show that introduced me to you. So I want you to thank them.
Yeah, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to Reverend Gary Thomas and his wife. Basically, they're the ones who introduced me to Miss Jazzy. Now, I'm getting this opportunity to come on TV on her show, and because of them, so it's really something that I want them to know that I really do appreciate them.
Yeah, they're sweet people, and that's what it's about. We got a network. We're networking, and that's a good thing. Everybody,
Yes.
good people are running into good people, and they
Yes.
told me years ago that God was gonna have something like this working, where everybody's gonna pull together. Cause it was a little white girl at the hospital told me that they have exchange students from Africa, and she said we've got two, and I want you to meet them, Miss Red. So everybody
Yes.
that hadn't even seen you
Yes.
is excited by knowing this is a young man that's going back to what state?
To Malawi, Africa.
Malawi, Africa.
Yeah, I'm excited too, because I've been meeting people who they saw me on this show, and some my co-workers they've been talking about it, and they said they'll keep watching, and they're excited and they're encouraging me, and some of them they're expressing their support that they're with me, and they're gonna do whatever to support me. So I'm really excited about it, and I also want to take this opportunity to thank you personally for allowing me to come on your show, because now people are getting to know me and people are interested in what I'm trying to do.
That you're very much welcome. We talked a little bit in the beginning of the show about the fighting at the schools. My viewers, I want you to know that this young man works at a Strickland Youth Center.
Yes.
So we really called out and asked the children to stop fighting. I said, we're going to make a pact. We just want them to stop fighting. If you don't like someone, just, I don't know what y'all teach them over there, I was just saying they need to quit the fighting. That need to go away. Because the record, could you tell them about the record? You get a record when you're young, and it affects your work record and everything, the felonies.
Yeah, sometimes some things, the choices that you make when you're still young, can end up affecting you as you grow up, because sometimes those choices that you make, okay, they don't just go away during that particular time. Sometimes they stay with you and they go with you, and in some cases when you make a very big mistake, or maybe you commit some kind of serious crime, they might decide to pull your juvenile record, and they can work against you. So definitely I get the young people to make better choices, because they have a better future. There's so many opportunities around here. They can take advantage of that, go to school, get education. If they cannot finish high school, let them go get GED. When they get the GED, they can decide to do whatever kind of course they decide to do. They can go to trade school, or some they can decide to go to college. So I just pray and wish them all the best, and that they're going to make better choices for their own lives and for the sake of their families.
That's right. We know it's a peer pressure thing. They say, they're gonna look for love somewhere else. They're gonna look for it somewhere else if they ain't getting it at home. And all parents do love their children. And y'all know parents, kids know everything. They're about the smartest. They just should be born working. They think they know more than their parents, and their parents are homeowners and stuff. So we just want them to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, definitely. Because I know young people sometimes they feel like, this is the best, but sometimes their best is not the best.
That's right.
So definitely they need to rethink their choices, and to rethink their mentality and the way they look at things, because they have a future, and we want just to wish them that all the best, and that they succeed in whatever they do.
That's right. They need to listen a little more to their parents, man.
Yes.
Your parents, I know y'all think your parents don't know nothing. They ain't moving fast enough. Oh, I'm gonna be rich when Daddy, why you ain't rich? I'm gonna be rich. Well, you know, if anybody could be rich, we'd all have it like that.
Yes.
You gotta crawl before you walk.
Yes.
You gotta crawl before you walk. Take it.
Yes.
And I want to commend you again for what you're doing for your country.
Yes.
You know, to go over, to get an education, to work here, help the children here. But now you're finna go home and help. So I want you to give a phone number out so that they can pray for you, or may want to help contribute to your trip, and might want to be a older mentor to you to help you. Give out a phone number for them.
Yeah, my phone number is 251-545-8234. Once again, 251-545-8234. You know what? If you want to get on board, you're most welcome. At the same time, it's not just that. I need your prayers, and I need just a word of encouragement in whatever way. So please just jump on board.
Jump on board. That is right.
Yes.
And right now, I've always said, if all of us just invest in some kids that are doing good, just say, I'm gonna make sure I get a little money to this guy, or I'm gonna, you know, you're on campaign, we're gonna try to help a little bit. If we see a child that play basketball real good, needs some shoes, I'm just gonna buy them some tennis shoes. I'm gonna ask the parent if it's okay if I buy them some great shoes. It's a way we can help the children that are, you know, you talk about the bad children. Well, here you got young men, this young man sitting right in front of you that's, you know, done the right thing all his life, and I just feel we need to be able to help him and encourage him.
Yes.
So we're going to get that phone number out one more time, and then we'll do a peace out.
251-545-8234. Once again, 251-545-8234.
Y'all give him a call and encourage him. And financially, if you can help him, Jazzy asking you to help this young man on the campaign trail that he'll be going in a little bit. We'll be doing some phone interviews with him over there if we can connect. I know we're gonna keep up with him, and I keep up with everybody on the show. And I thank my viewers for being serious viewers and calling, because they do. They call and ask me about you, so they're gonna call you. All right, you gonna tell them, God bless.
Yes, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for jumping on board.
All right.
God bless you.
All right, Jazzy Red and Mr. Chance, who's going to be a senator. We're going to claim it. Jazzy Red, we love you. Peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show, and this is Fry Daddy. Fry Daddy got 101 wings flavoring, or any flavor you want. Fry Daddy got it. Now I'm going to give you Fry Daddy's phone number. We slipping on down now. Right there. Look at them big wings. You want them right now, mouth-watering wings. He have a drive-through, and if you order so much, he have delivery. I want you to give him a call on that. 456-5858. Fry Daddy. 101 wing flavor. And always gonna have a little something free for you. Fry Daddy. 456-5858. Give him a call. Jazzy Red, we love you. Peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show. Mobile Beacon is celebrating their 70th year. Now, this is what they got. November the 7th, they got a reception from 5:30 to 6:30, and an anniversary dinner is at 7 p.m. Tables of 10. Now, they're $50 ticket, but $500 a table. Marriott Hotel, Airport Boulevard, across from Bel Air Mall. And Friday she's going to have appreciation, and it'll be at the Public Park TBA. I want you to give her a call and get in on a lot of this stuff that's going on. And they had been delivering. Let me give you that phone number. Here's for the information on that banquet. 251-479-0629 or 251-421-8316. Coretta T. Blackman, publisher and editor. Don't forget that she's having her banquet November the 7th, 2000. 13. Give her a call on that, the Mobile Beacon. And don't forget to get your prescription, okay? It's like to do a lot in the community. Jazzy Red Talk Show. Peace out. 2013, you got a youth gospel talent show. And this is going to be Saturday, November the 16th, 2013. It's going to be at the Bishop State Community College. That is the central campus. For phone number, this is BRAW Praise and Production. BRAW Praise and Production and Fisher of Youth Association of Deer Park, Alabama. Here's their phone number. Contact 251-442-4342 and or 251-379-9759. This is going to be a nice thing for the youth. You have got to come out. Remember, it's November the 16th. We'll be talking about that in the near future. That is the 2013 Youth Talent Show. Bishop Witherspoon is heading this up. Jazzy Red, peace out. The Red Talk Show, and we're going to keep him hot. Chef Bailey, C.L. Bailey. This is his book. He said he was going to do it. He told you all about it, and he did it. Now, you can go to Amazon.com. The name of the book is Cherish Recipe. Chef C.L. Bailey, Cherish Recipes. Go out and get that book. That man just spent a life on him, doing what he liked. He enjoyed cooking. Cherish Recipes. C.L. Bailey. Amazon.com. Jazzy Red. Peace out. My friend book, good friend, Paulette Davis Harden. This is the Avenue book. She now has it in a hardback edition. This book can be purchased at Benville Bookstore down on Dolphin Street. Benville Bookstore, the Avenue book. It is beautifully did. It's in a hardback edition. And it says the place, the people, the memories, 1799 to 1986. You all have got. This was in its heyday. It had a lot of businesses. She have these businesses listed in here. The book Avenue is something you got to get. Benville Bookstore. Go out and get that book. Jazzy Red Talk Show. Peace out. Red Talk Show. And I want you to go out to Memorial Funeral Home. You need any help for us burying your loved ones. This is the man to take them to now. He'll work with you. Everybody don't work with you. This man work with you, and I know. And Dorothy Stevenson is his secretary. She's sweet as she can be. He's got a whole staff up there that are ready for you. They're ready to hold your hand and talk with you and help you make these funeral arrangements, okay? And Bishop Wood's going to treat you right. Been in business a very long time and have helped so many people. Oh, let me thank you. Bishop Woods, thank you for helping the little girl that I sent up there this week. Thank you very much. It's about Jesus and other people, and you have truly proved that. All right? I want you to give Bishop Woods a call if you need him. It's 251-476-6440. All right? Okay, thank you again, Reverend. You know, you do so much. You really do. And I'm sitting here like, this man do so much. Jazz going to have to do something for you because I appreciate what you do. You know, I don't care if I'm out of town. I can call and say, you know, mom ain't got no gas money and she got to go somewhere. You're going to help them. Jazzy Red, thank you. Peace out.